I believe in go big or go home, and this time I'm going big, because to my left is the prize that we sent out to wherever in the world the winning driver is, and that's this Star Wars 5-pack featuring R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Darth Vader and an exclusive Stormtrooper, original in the box. And this is the prize for this competition, and as I say, will be sent to the winning driver wherever they are in the world. Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage here at Vulcan Raceway. Today we have got episode 2 of the Star Wars Shootout, which will be Group A, which will be the Alliance cars. We've got 8 cars going down the track today in 2 sets of 4. In the first set we've got cars 1, 2, 3 and 4. Car 1 is the Snowspeeder driven by Luke Knips. Car 2 is the Luke Skywalker car driven by Cuboid. Car 3 is the Dameron car driven by James Stirling. Car 4 is Spectyte driven by Princess Sparkles. In set 2 we have cars 5, 6, 7 and 8. Car 5 is the Yoda Boulevard Bruiser driven by Tomi. Car 6 is Ray driven by the V-Man. Car 7 is the Tatooine Vanster, it's the one with sand people on the side, driven by Mark Taylor. And car 8 is the Obi-Wan Kenobi MST Suzuka, driven by Scooter Roundwell. So that's the cars, that's the drivers. We'll give you a quick track overview and then we'll get down to the racing. So you can see the previous champions there. I need to get moved. See my nice new blue Porsche and Keldon's championship winning Porsche. The Vulcans, my Han Solo car. We do have others here at the track today. Support teams are ready. And down at this end we have got Group A. Group B are ready for doing their chance to do the racing. Our thanks go out to our track supporters, my brother Phil at Tomi RC, the team at the BERCC who are busy building BERCC 2.0, Cuboid at 4 Cubed Racing, Keldon Raven at Raven Customs, down there with the track owner and the Flying Femman. And this event's main, or this episode's main sponsor is John at Modelmatic, who is again stood down there. Right, let's get down to the racing action. And here we go, set up for race 1. On the blue lane at the front is the Snowspeeder. On the front on the red lane is the Luke car. Behind that is Poe, and Spectyte is on the rear of the blue lane. 3, 2, 1, race. Luke, Snowspeeder and the other 2 have failed to finish. Moving on to race 2, the 2 that failed to finish are on the blue lane, the 2 that finished are on the red lane. On the front of the blue lane is Spectyte, on the front of the red line the Snowspeeder, behind the Snowspeeder is the Luke car, and behind Spectyte is the Poe car. 3, 2, 1, race. For a full reset, the Snowspeeder is on its roof. 3, 2, 1, race. Snowspeeder Luke, Spectyte, Poe. Moving on to race 3. The cars with the least points are on the front, and the two X-Wings are sitting on the blue lane. In the front is Poe, and behind that is Luke. On the red lane, we've got Spectyte in the front and the Snowspeeder in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. Poe is the only one to finish. Race 4. On the blue lane at the front, we've got Luke. Behind that, we've got the Snowspeeder. On the red lane, we've got Poe in the front and Spectyte behind. 3, 2, 1, race. Luke, Snowspeeder, Poe and Spectyte. Set 2, and up at the line on the front you have got, on the blue lane you have got Tomi in the Yoda Boulevard Bruiser, the green car. On the front, on the red lane, you have got the Ray car, which is the V-Man. Behind that is the Tatooine Vanster with the Sand People on the side, being driven by Mark Taylor. And on the rear of the blue lane is Scooter Roundwell in the Obi-Wan Kenobi white car. Race 1, 3, 2, 1, race. Ray, Vanster and the other two have failed to finish. Race 2. The two cars that failed to finish are on the front. So we have got the Obi-Wan on the front of the blue lane. We have the Yoda on the front of the red lane. Behind Yoda is the Ray car, and behind Obi-Wan is the Vanster. Race 2, 3, 2, 1, race. And the only one to finish, like a rocket ship, is the Yoda Boulevard Bruiser. Race 3. On the blue lane, you've got the Vanster in the front and Ray behind. On the red lane, you've got Obi-Wan in the front and you've got Yoda behind. Race 3, 3, 2, 1, race. The Vanster is the only one to get across the line. Ray has pulled them up part way down. Race 4, and they've got it all to do. The only one at the minute with any chance of going to the top 8 is Mark Taylor in the Vanster. So on the front on the blue lane is the Ray car. Behind that is Yoda. On the red lane you've got the Vanster in the front and you've got Obi-Wan in the rear. Race 4, 3, 2, 1, race. Ray, Yoda, Vanster and the Obi-Wan is on its roof down by the control tower. Right, that's Group A done with, and we can now find out who are going to the top 8 and who are going to the bottom 8. Going to the top 8, you have got, with 13 points, you've got Cuboid in the Luke Skywalker car. On 11 points, you've got Knips in the Snowspeeder. On 10 points, you've got the V-Man in the Ray car. And also on 10 points, you've got Mark Taylor in the Vanster. Going to the bottom 8, you have got James Stirling on 8 points in the Poe car. You have got Tomi in the Yoda car, also on 8 points. You have got Princess Sparkle. She only got 3 points today in Spectyte, and unless she pulls a finger out, she's going to be out after we get to the bottom 8. And with no points at all, Scooter Roundwell in the Obi car. I don't think, unless he's pulled something amazing out of the bag when it comes to bottom 8, I don't think we're going to see him again. So that's it for Group A. Next week we've got Group B. Don't forget to do the usual things, like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all again then.